position. Find a way to leave everything that worries us or makes us afraid outside the building. It can look in at the windows, but it'll be fine just there. Take a deep breath and be at ease. Breathe easily and freely. Let this be a moment of restoration, where only healing occurs. A moment where there is nothing but love coursing through us, because everything else is waiting elsewhere. Where the cells in your body are restoring, because you're giving them a moment of peace. That your brain is unclenching itself, because there is nothing but here and now. Where your heart is at peace, because you are in the company of friends you trust. People who love each other. Care what's going on about each other. Who choose to sit in the presence of one another. There is healing in this room. Breathe it in. Exhale healing for others. Inhale peace. Exhale joy. Remember that this space is for you. It is here whenever you want it. Not just on Sunday mornings, but any time you call us and say, "May I please come? I need to be there for a moment." Or when you're sitting at home or at work or in your car, remember this space of the earth. Let this be a sanctuary in your mind, not just on the planet. With your breath, plant an anchor here, now, in this space, connected to you always. Connect yourself to this place of restoration so that no matter where you go, no matter what you're doing, whether you are ill or arguing or fearful, you may take a breath and think of it. And let your mind travel along the silver thread that connects you. Not only to this sacred spot, but to all loving hearts who are here. Bless this house and all who in here dwell. Take one final breath and return. So I changed my mind about this week's message. I intended to speak on joy and excitement, and for the most part we have. But then I got really excited about something else. I had an epiphany. And the word epiphany means manifestation, in case you didn't know. But not exactly in the 21st century, new agey, woo-woo kind of use of it. Manifestation in this sense means things that appear. Things that present themselves before us, anticipating our attention, positioning themselves for it, like they're trying to get in your line of sight. Because they know that you will recognize these signposts with instructions that have just popped up out of the ground, seemingly from nowhere. These things that present themselves before us have faith in us, in our ability to notice them. It's like a gift has arrived, like an Amazon package on your porch you didn't remember ordering. Joy to the world. The level at which our intuition is firmly grounded determines our ability to connect with the things that manifest before us. So seek to ground your sense of intuition. Notice it when you've gotten a glimmer of something that you're like, ooh, I wonder what's going on there. And then it kind of comes true. You noticed your intuitive sense. You saw it, and you saw how it came about. Even if it was a little bit different than you expected, you can reverse engineer and go, oh yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Lock into that recognition. That is grounding your sense of intuition by recognizing the moments where you've demonstrated it for yourself. Because the more you do that, the more clearer notice you will have of these things that manifest before you. Because they can be people, found objects, Amazon packages, surprising insights, suddenly appearing in the form of an abundant blessing, a greater light, a flood of enhanced radiance. Do you see them when they appear? That's the challenge. That is literally the life practice. So January 6th, every year, is the beginning in the Christian world of a season known as Epiphany Tide. We are in Epiphany Tide right now. It began this week. It lasts until the beginning of Lent in February. We are now in the season literally honoring manifestation. In Christian scripture, it is the time following the Magi's presentation of themselves and their gifts to the Christ child, thus beginning a period of acknowledgement and celebration of his manifestation. It was as if the Magi's manifestation in the child's life was the world's acknowledgement of his social emergence into it. By birth, he manifested on the planet. By the Magi's acknowledgement, he manifested in the world. Later, by trial in the wilderness, he manifested into his ministry. Christianity, however, is not the only tradition to have overlaid this time with a tradition intended for the receiving of gifts, abundance, recognition, and blessing. During the festival of Eon in Alexandria in ancient Egypt, for instance, pagans celebrated the birth of the god Eon, who was born from a virgin goddess, Kore, on the night of January 5th leading into 6th. Rituals included an all-night vigil where a wooden image of Eon marked with golden crosses was carried around the temple. Early Christians in Egypt likely established Epiphany on this date to provide an orthodox interpretation to these existing celebrations. Also, January 6th served as the date for the winter solstice in Egypt and throughout Arabia. This rebirth of the sun celebrated the triumph of light over winter darkness. January 6th was also associated with the Greek god Dionysus. Tradition claimed that on this night, certain springs or rivers like the Nile would miraculously turn water into wine, likely influencing the narrative elements of the wedding at Cana miracle in Christian Epiphany liturgy, where Jesus turned water into wine. Now, we don't know when the wedding at Cana, whether or not it even happened, or when it happened if it did, but tradition placed it during Epiphany Tide, because of how all these other ideas were related at this time of the year. But perhaps most meaningfully is the underpinning reason why this time of year is celebrated and honored throughout the length of human history in various traditions and religions. Did you know that our solar system is not perfectly circular. Many orbits, including Earth's, are elliptical rather than perfectly circular, one that maintains an even distance from the sun. And the sun is not in the exact center of our mostly oval-shaped orbit either. The Earth makes a slight slingshot around the sun each year, which means that annually we are sometimes closer and sometimes farther, at a variance of roughly 3 million miles difference. Every year at this time, the Earth is at its closest point to the sun. It is a period of time referred to as the perihelion. I just love that word. Perihelion. Our greatest gift in the solar system, our sun, our source of all light and life, is at this exact moment as close to us as it will ever come. The source of all light on this planet is in its epiphany phase to us. A point of maximal solar energy, symbolically and literally representing the sun's strength returning to us. There is even something to be recognized in the fact that it is not the sun which moves itself closer to the earth, but we who approach it. During this sacred time, regardless of your faith or belief, take note that our closeness to Source during these days is relevant. It actually has the ability to enhance your sense of joy. Drink it in. Breathe it in. Face your face to it. Close your eyes when you're outside on a sunny day and literally feel the beams entering you. It doesn't actually matter what you believe. You can have all the divine interpretations of it you want, but it's science is really doing something to the neurology of your brain, your body's chemistry, your ability to be resilient. Resilience is everything right now. Resilience is what serves this world. Resilience is what serves your immune system, your ability to serve other people, your strength against despair is resilience. This time of the year is intrinsic to all of humanity. It connects with us on the level of mind that conceives of religions in the first place, just to give voice and form to the impulses of our hearts. Pay attention to what the closeness of the sun draws up in you right now, for you are born from it, and it is nearby, calling to you. The divine manifestation is truly here. Please rise as you are able for